Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Summer Sabun versus BS5. It's going to be Sabun Gaming going up against Black Sheep 5 in this, not really grand finals, but the finals of the Malaysian finals. It is going to be the first set of BO3. So what's going to happen now is Black Sheep 5, since coming from the winners bracket, if they take this first set of a BO3, if they win it 2-1, 2-0, they are crowned champions. Sabun, on the other hand, they need to win the first set and then push it to a game-deciding best-of-1 where anything can happen and it's anyone's game. So Sabun coming from the lower bracket, it's going to be a little bit tough for them. And Black Sheep 5 definitely has a slight advantage, having about a half an hour break over the last game to regenerate themselves. So they're definitely going to come into this fresh, and they're going to come into this from the winners bracket, which gives them an advantage as well. So yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit Malaysian Finals. My name is Arctic Shadow, and joining me is Bex. We've had a long day. As you can see, my friend is already in the car waiting to drive away right now in his sunnies. But yeah, the draft has already started. It is going to be Dragonshire. So finally, we see a different map. All day, we've just basically been seeing Battlefields of Eternity, pretty much. Yeah, so this time around, we're going to be seeing Dragonshire. At least something a little bit different. Still no Sky Temple yet as well. So
it's refreshing to see a different map, finally.
Yeah, finally we're going to be able to see Dragonshire, but it's not refreshing to see the fact that Illidan is still banned out. So he did get through the first banning phase, which is interesting. He wasn't picked up in the first 5 picks, so I think maybe just neither team really wants to play it. But it did get through to the It didn't get through the second ban, so he's going to be banned out here.
And if you actually look, Black Sheep 5 was the one to ban the Lost Vikings. Now I know that they have a very good Vikings player.
Yeah,
so I'm actually surprised.
I'm not too sure about that as well.
Have a strong player as well for Vikings?
I don't think so. To be honest, I don't think so. Maybe they just ban out. Oh yeah, it was their first ban as well, which is interesting because I know Yamato has something like 600 games played as a Vikings, and he is one of the best microwing Vikings that we've seen by far, at least from Malaysia. So interesting to see that they are the ones that banned it out. Maybe they know something that we don't about Sabun Warriors, of course, Sabun Gaming. Over in Sabun, though, their first 2 bans are Zeratul and Troll. Troll, I can understand. Zeratul, to be honest, I can understand it too, because I know that Black Sheep 5 have been training with Zeratul a lot. So a lot of their compositions, especially on this map, Dragonshire, we've seen them pick up the Zeratul quite a few times in scrims. Well, I have personally seen them pick up the Zeratul in scrims a few times. So I understand that ban. I think it's a respect ban towards Black Sheep 5. And sometimes you just don't want to deal with Zeratul. He's just so pokey. He can take down Greymane. He can take down Arbiter so easily. And it's the Void Prism, man. It's basically like a devouring mode. Set things up so well for the team.
Yep, and we haven't seen Abathur as well as the Haka picked up today. So that's going to be interesting to see how the teams are going to play with this.
Yep, finally we're going to see the Haka. The Haka, one of a really fun hero to play, to be honest. He's ledge tongue, he's borrowing. Basically, he's just a front line and really mobile as well. He's able to teleport to any brushes. He's able to set up those gangs. And if he gets those ledges on, it's basically literally called grab. I don't really like the name. But yeah, so I'm just going to call it ledge. If he's able to ledge on to his opponents, that's going to work out. Oh, Chen.
Oh,
finally, I
could
knew
this
it.
Be it?
I think it is it, because I was mentioning that. Okay, so I was talking to Team Black Sheep 5 for a while before this, and I was talking to the team captain, and like how I was talking to a few of the competitive players, not just their captain, even to I think Nikkei Tan, and about Chen. Chen was quite a huge pickup in the Thai scene, but over here in Singapore and Malaysia, we never saw Chen very often. And I was asking them, what do they think about the Chen? And they said that actually Chen was slowly making a comeback, and it's quite a strong pickup. So I'm thinking this is their secret weapon, maybe, I don't know. It's something that we haven't seen just yet. So over on Black Sheep 5, we do see the Zul, Keltas, Uther, Muradin, and Chen. Over on Sabun, we see Liming, Rega, Greymane, and Abathur. I don't really like the Abathur because I just feel he doesn't do enough with this lineup. I don't know. What do you think? I don't really play a lot of Abathur, so you're gonna have to help me on this one.
It's actually really interesting to see the differences between these two teams. If you look at Sabun, they're opting more towards the global presence between the Abathur and the Dahaka, so Dahaka can burrow into the bush from anywhere.
Yep.
Whereas BS5, they're sticking with a very solid and strong team in team fights. Sabun is going to go into clashes with one less body, because you have to remember, Abathur does not have a body in the team fight until level 10.
Yeah, that is true. So I have to agree with that. It's interesting to see. Black Sheep 5 will definitely be taking those for sure. You know, they have a really strong team fight composition. Chen is just going to be really annoying, and there's not really anyone that can. I can understand the Chen pickup here, because if you look at Team Sabun, they have no stunners.
Yep.
Except the latch, aside from the latch. But so Chen is just going to be able to drink his heart away. There isn't really, a stun to lock him down and to keep him locked in place to take him down. So he's going to be really annoying to deal with, especially once he gets his ultimate, his barrel. He's just going to start barreling and pushing people around. It's going to be really, really hard to deal with for him. And along with that, Muradin as well, they have two really strong frontline tanks. Kiltas to dish out the damage, Zul to push out those lanes. It's going to be really interesting, but I'm liking Black Sheep 5's lineup right now. Looking at Sabun as well, I just feel, as you mentioned, they do have the global presence in the form of the Dahaka and Abathur, but they don't have a strong front line aside from the Dahaka, but he's not really a front line as well. He generally just burrows and hides, so...
Yep.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be quite interesting indeed. Yeah. As BS5, both Chen and Muradin can very easily jump into the backline and pick off the Liming as well as the Rega. So I'm not very sure how they're going to deal with this.
Yep, I think you need to join the game as well, my friend. So I added you to the wrong thing. I invited you to a party. We're not playing a game. Yeah. Anyway, I definitely have to, based off this draft, personally, I feel Black Sheep 5 has this in terms of draft. I hope Sabun proves me wrong, because I really want to see how they make Dahaka as well as that Abathur work at the same time. So right now, anyway, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit happening right now. This is the Malaysian Finals. This is the finals of the Malaysian Finals. Yep. Sorry, it's been a long day. My brain is starting to slowly shut down. But this is the Malaysian finals of the Malaysian Finals. These two teams here, Team Sabun versus Team BS5, they have both qualified for the C Regionals happening in 2 weeks' time. They will join Resurgence as well as Relics as the 4 qualified teams so far. Next week, we will see Resurgence going up against Relics as they play for prize money as well as seedings. These two teams right now as well, they are playing for prize money. The difference between first and second place is about 3 grand ringgit Malaysia, and as well as seedings in the group stage for the C Regionals, which happens in 2 weeks. So it's definitely a lot to play for these two teams. And BS5 coming from the upper bracket, they definitely have a slightly easier time going into this game. Expected slightly easier time, of course. So we'll just have to wait and see how the game turns out. Team Sabun Gaming have a slightly different and more unorthodox pick lineup. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play it out. Just quick shout outs to our sponsors. Razer, our official peripheral sponsor. Make sure to check out some of the gear that they have on their store, guys. And as well as XSplit, our official streaming partner. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring this live broadcast to you. As always, we have our Twitter shout-outs available. Do make sure to get onto your Twitter and tweet at us HGCSEA. I repeat, HGCSEA. Tweet at us your shout-outs, your Happy Mother's Day shout-outs, your game knowledge. If you guys think want to say something about the game, make sure to shout it out and you will be featured on our stream. And just as we enter the game, it is going to be thing. There are again PC issues because that is going to pause it out. So on the blue side, we are going to have Team Sabun Gaming. We're going to have Deadly Fat Man on the Abathur, FZFZ playing the Dahaka, Mdao going to be on the Liming, MNGPK on his staple Greymane, and Exist on the Rega. Over on Team Black Sheep 5, though, we have Kinky Fairy on Uther, Spheria on Muradin, Scrub's going to be playing the Kiltas, Yamato on Zul, and Dikaza on Chen. So, again, staple heroes for both sides as the Gs are going to be asked, and I think it's going to be countdown, and the game is about to start.
Now, of course, Black Sheep 5 is going into this with a slight advantage in the sense that they have had time to take a break, plan their strategies. Whereas the blue team, they've just came out of their losers bracket game.
Yep, losers bracket game. They had a slight 30-minute break to recompose themselves, maybe get some food to eat. Because I do know that none of these teams have had any breaks given by the organizers, because we just want to get the games going along for the sake of viewership as you guys as well. So they haven't really had scheduled breaks. They just had breaks between games and whatnot. So they will have a 30-minute break prior to this. So that's going to keep them a little bit more fresher coming into this game and from the winners bracket as well. I think that team Sabun Gaming is going to be a little bit more fatigued here. So right now, both teams just making their way towards their lane. We does look Ken is going to rotate towards their top lane. This is where it's going to be annoying dealing with a Abathur. Those mines everywhere. Those are one of the most annoying things that anyone that plays Heroes of the Storm when they play against an Abathur will know. Bottom lane, I think it is going to be just the Sephiria rotation along with the Kill Task and the Kinky Fairy, while Yamato stays in the middle with his Zul, pushing out those lanes pretty quickly. It does look like it's just going to be a full rotation between the two lanes for the red team right now. Abathur, as we mentioned, right now it is basically essentially a 4v5, considering Abathur doesn't have a body in the fight till he reaches level 10. Bottom lane though, Tornado couldn't connect into MNG PK. Stuns coming out, but not going to be enough. But he drops to half HP, going to be able to tap. First set of Dragon Shires are going to spawn out though. Bottom lane, they should be able to get this one pretty easily. Ooh, Kinky Fairy taking quite a bit of damage from Endao there.
Yep, so the early game is going to be key for the blue team. If they lose the early game and give Black Sheep 5 the momentum, they're just going to get steamrolled. Because again, they cannot win team fights with this composition.
Yep, as they get control of both those Dragon Shires, it does look like Zul will get it. The mine placed on top of him exists. A bit questionable not to go in there to stop it out, but they will be able to get the first dragon pretty much uncontested here as they now knock down these outer towers. It does look like they will be able to get that pretty easily. I don't think they're going to be able to mount much of a defense here, the blue side. It does look like Endao and Exist is here, but look at the amount of damage that's coming out from it. They just wanted to get down those towers, and they will be successful in doing so. Yamato, though, he's dropping pretty low. He has to be careful. He's going to have to back off right now. He's just hitting away at Exist. Bottom lane, though, they rotate back towards the bottom to pick off on those towers. In comes the living bombs. They are going to head the tree, though. I mean, head the tower, though. And they won't be able to further push that. Chen at that top lane going up against the Haka is pretty evenly matched, I presume, as I don't see much happening at this top lane. Right now, the red team are about half a level ahead in EXP. So
yeah, I'm actually starting to get worried for the blue team here as the stun goes out on Greymane does manage to get away. Oh, gets stun and should be able to survive right there. The living bomb damage not going to be enough.
Yep. So Endo, not same can be said about him. He gets taken. Well, Sephiria going to be able to dwarf toss away himself. Arcanon coming out doing quite a bit of damage onto Kinky Fairy. I like his name as well, Kinky Fairy, but yeah, he's going to survive, and no kills yet just for either side. They're just skirmishing off between the two. Slight XP advantage for the red tide, not too huge, nothing too much to shout about. At the top lane though, Chen dropping pretty low. He's just going to be able to drink himself back up and get some shields. Bottom lane though, Sephiria gonna find this Dahaka, and this is what we're talking about, the burrow into the ground, latch in now onto that Sephiria. No dwarf toss just yet from him. He could be in some trouble here. The stun coming out. Rhaegar going in for the kill, but not enough, as he will finally be able to dwarf toss away into safety with the help of Kinky Fairy keeping him alive on that ether. He should be fine. Middle lane, Yamato Zul going to be able to push out those lanes really quickly. Is doing work onto those towers, but he's just doing his job right now. They're just waiting it out. And it does look like, the red team are still in control of this game thus far. Top lane, we do see the Haka now going up against Dikaza, using his AoE damage. Maybe the latch going to be used onto Dikaza, not just yet. He's just going to attack him, Chen just doing Chen things. With the hat on the Haka though, that could change it all. Chen, however, he's just, look at him. He's just so
he doesn't care, man.
He doesn't care. He just needs to drink. He's a drunk little panda. Fine. So there's nothing FZ can do about it at all, playing that to Haka.
Yep, so second set of shrines gonna activate again. How is the blue team gonna get this? I'm really concerned for them.
Bottom lane though, Sephiria could be in some trouble. He will be able to golf toss away, so not the best of targets for the blue side. But yeah, next shrines are going to be activated right now. It does look like the blue side has control of the map at the bottom lane. We do see the Haka burrowing to the bottom brush. So the red side has to be careful here. They're not too sure if he's actually there right now. They do deal with the siege camps, so that's going to stop the push from the creep wave. Saphira though going in, stun in onto the Haka. Goes in with the Thunderclap as well. No latch just yet. Arcane on connect as well. He's taking quite a bit of damage, but the heals coming out from the Uther should keep him alive for now, and he should be fine. Magic Missile is not going to connect as well. Stun in now onto 2. Tornado going to follow as well as the Haka taking quite a bit of damage. No Barrow just yet, but Exis, he turns around with the hat. He's going to try and go in onto Scrum. Magic Missile going to connect with 2 as well. But that's going to be all that is. So just a few skirmishes happening between the two while the rest of the blue team rotate towards that middle lane. They are still in full control of this right now. Bottom lane though, they could be in some trouble here. The Haka, no latch just yet. He does look like he wants to go in, wants to get the kill task. Ooh, nice sidestep by Scrub there. Shield not gonna be enough to keep him alive though, as MNGBA goes in for the kill. Sephiria gonna fall as well. So nice 2-hero pickoff in favor of the blue side, as they will be able to take control of that bottom Shire as well. But look at Chen, doing Chen things at the top lane, just pushing down those towers right now and doing quite a bit of damage onto the tower, the inner tower itself. But here comes the Haka. He's going to be able to TP to that top lane and deal with this Chen, but I think Chen should be fine. He's going to latch on and just try to do some harass, but it's a Chen, man. Chen's doing Chen things.
Yeah, it's not going to be so easy to take out a Chen. And of course, while all of that action was happening at the bottom lane, Zul was just happily pushing middle lane, as the Chen as well, just pushing the top. As a result, they have the XP advantage right now, going to capture the bottom shrine as well.
It does look like they will be able to, no, not just yet. MNGP stops it out, but he could be in trouble. He gets stunned out. Ancestral healing though, going to be popped up. They do for now. MNGPK will be able to get it back just in the nick of time to save themselves from losing out the dragon. But it does look like bottom lane is where the fight is going to be. The red team looks like they want to just take control of this one. Chen is still at the top lane. No one even bothers about him. Abathur is still there as well. He does have that level 10, so he does have a body in clashes right now. So the red team has to be careful. Here comes Saphira though. FZ taking quite a bit of damage. Phoenix is going to be used as well. And now dropping really low. Here comes the Chen barrel, pushing them all around. Exis jumping really low, and he's pushed into the back lines. He's not going to survive that, and down goes the Rhaegar. Here comes Saphira in the front lines, pushing back Deadly Fat Man. No, that's not Deadly Fat Man. That's just the Abathur. Yamato, he is going to be able to pick up on that Shire, and he's going to try and hold it for as long as he can while Chen rotates towards the middle lane. He's going to be able to pick up the dragon, and this is the second dragon in favor of Team Black Sheep 5. It just looks like they're executing this matchup really well so far, Black Sheep 5.
Yeah, and of course, I still think that Black Sheep 5 won in terms of the drafting as well. The blue team just cannot take on these team fights. Sure, the Abathur clone the Rhaegar, but you know, and then what? They still don't have enough damage to take out the red team.
Yeah, definitely. The support coming out from Uta, and you know, just such a tanky Chen as well. It's going to be almost impossible with the amount of DPS coming out from the blue side to take them down. They do lose the middle forts here, and the red team does look like they want to take on this bottom set of forts as well. 70% HP left and 20 seconds left. They should be fine. Ooh, it's a nice knockback, just knocking him up in the air. Because still able to take down that well though, but he's dropping pretty low. He wants to be careful. He is the Chen, so he should be fine. He should be maybe trying to dive this and maybe go for that fort. He is tanky enough to tank it even if he dies, but 2 seconds left. He's just gonna leave it be, and he's just going to spawn right back up. They do ping out the cams though. MNGPK going to spot it out. Saphira just going to go forward and say, hey, you know what, back off. Don't even try to think of doing anything funny. But here comes Deadly Fat Man with the Abathur. Going to be able to elude going to be able to clone the MNGPK on the Greymane. Goes in here, but here is Chen pushing everyone around, and this is just so annoying to deal with. MNGPK himself dropping really, really low. The red side is just doing a really good job in keeping this Yamato though, dropping and finally dying there at the bottom. The Haka going to be able to burrow into the ground. Ancestral healing, they're going to be thrown out onto that Greymane. Saphira dropping low as well. Here comes Scrub though. Reinforcements has arrived. Tornado going to connect onto FZ. No burrow just yet, and he's going to fall. MNGPK in some trouble himself, going to get stunned out, and finally going to get taken down as well. Exis now running for his life. Going to connect onto Tornado as well. Flame Strike going to connect, but he's dropping really low. Living Bomb not going to be enough just yet. The Curse, he wants blood. He comes to the bottom lane. Not going to be enough in terms of speed to take him out, but they will be able to catch the original objective, which is the camps. Here comes Endao. Ooh, the amount of damage coming up from him. Disintegrate going to be used just to poke them away, but they are going to successfully get those camps as well, so they should be fine. But really well played by both teams. In the end, ultimately, Black Sheep 5 coming out on top, picking off 2 hero kills, while only the Zul died in the fight there.
Yep, the Sabun stayed overextended their state for sure. They should have backed out there. They were winning the clash because the red team did not have kill fast there, and the moment he came up, the blue team just got destroyed. So they definitely should have went back earlier.
Yeah, to defend that for sure. Red team now, they are just picking up on their camps. The stacks of those camps right now. MNG stop this. He's thinking of doing something funny. Nope, he actually just decides to back off. So the right side will get another wave of siege camps here. Will they converge on it and try to maybe set something up? Just as the Dragon Shires are gonna are gonna spawn up here. Those bombs must be really annoying to deal with. Furia. He walks straight into them as Chen goes towards that top lane. He probably looks like he will be. Ooh, he's gonna run into those bombs yet again. So just a bit unfortunate there for him, but he will be able to pick up the top Dragon Shire. Bottom one though is gonna go in favor of the blue side. So they will be able to defend this one out here. So they should be fine for now.
Yep, again, Chen just always permanently on that top lane, slowly chipping away at the fort. Abathur is still there, trying to slow down Chen's progression, but it's not going to be too successful as Yamato is making his way to the top lane as well.
Yep. And taking a quick look at those talent tiers as well. Soma transference. The Swift Pursuit as well being picked up. Illusionist, that is something a little bit different that we're seeing from Endao. I was looking at a different. Yeah, Illusionist is pretty standard. He goes with the Disintegrate build as well. Go for the throat. He's going to be picked up, and essential healing on the FZ on the Rhaegar. Here with Diostilo, FZ getting pushed back. He's going to burrow into the ground. He's going to latch onto the kill task. Divine Shield going to be popped up to keep him alive. Nice Phoenix there to zone them out as well. Tornado going to connect as well. Yamato dropping really low, but not dropping. Finally, he's gonna fall. Deadly Fat Man in the background. His illusion is finally gonna go down, but they have already lost kill task and they lost Zul. Saphira though, hitting away at MNGPK. Will he be able to get off the kill? Finally, no. MNGPK will be able to get himself away because though he wants to go in for Endao. Hits him. One last hit, and he will be able to get it. So a nice 2-for-2 trade for both sides. They do lose the kill task, and Li Ming and the Haka will fall for the blue team as well. Top lane though, Saphira. What is he doing? He's in no man's land here. He's gonna get overextending a little bit too much, trying to go for the kill on MNGPK. Deadly Fat Man was there to help him with the hat, and down he goes. So Saphira.
He was a bit greedy there. He was actually trying to kill the Abathur, but could not make it in time, unfortunately.
Yep. They are gonna get both Dragon Shires, and just in the nick here, Kinky Fair at the bottom lane with a clutch save will be able to pick off on the Dragon Shire at the bottom just as the Haka was about to pick up the dragon. So really unfortunate for that. And that's the thing about this map which makes it so interesting. Objectives are important, but objectives can last forever. So not like other maps, like, you know, when you're playing for example, well, actually technically Battlefields of Eternity as well can last forever. What's a map that doesn't last for Curse Hollow, I guess, maybe. Not really as well. So okay, maybe I'm just my brain is just zoning out right now. But yeah, at the bottom, about to happen. Latch onto that because he's getting pulled back. But that's just gonna be it. As the red team now, they are just grouping up. They can't afford to give this Dragon Shire to them. It does look like they will be able to get it back. They're just trading off right now. Siege Camp is pushing down that bottom lane. It does look like Saphira will be able to do with that. Here comes the Chendo, MNGPK. He's gonna get pushed all the way back here. He's gonna get rooted up and he's gonna fall down. Deadly Fat Man though, he's gonna be able to clone him up. The clone already about to go down, and Greymane, he is already dead. Uta able to finish him off just now, and Exis now running for his life. Ooh, Flame Strike though, gonna connect, and they lose 2. Will they lose 3? They will not for now, but they will lose their outer force, and it does look like the red team want more. They are gonna push down this bottom, and this could mean outer keep as well. I mean the keep as well as towers here. And they're gonna try and put up as big of a defense as he can. Disintegrate gonna be used, but no damage at all. Questionable target there, using the Disintegrate on the Chen instead of anyone else. He's just gonna be able to drink himself back up to safety in terms of health. The red team though, they're just gonna be content with those towers. and they are gonna in fact back off right now. I think they want to try and go for the Dragon Shire instead. The Haka at the top lane. Does look like he's pushing down the outer forts here. So
Yeah, that was good play by FCFC, knowing that they could not defend the bottom lane. Just head on to the top lane and get some XP as well as some tower pushes.
yeah, it does look like Chen is making his way towards that. Look like he should be able to get that top Dragon Shire. But just as I say that, bottom lane now we see FZFZ side. They did a really good job coming back into this. Latch onto that Saphira, pulling him back a little bit. They will be able to get control of the bottom Dragon Shire, further keeping them from safety of that dragon. The rest of the red team, they are gonna back off back into their jungle and just rotate around, maybe trying to set something out. It does look like they just want to go for those camps right now. So that seems to be the story of this game so far, is just trading off between the top and the bottom, picking off camps and getting some sort of an advantage between these two teams.
Yep, you have to give Sabun props though. They've been doing really well despite having one man down, as Clash might be starting right here. Phoenix being thrown out.
Yeah, Phoenix gonna be thrown out. The Haka gonna burrow straight in ground. Kinky gonna be able to use his clone onto the MNGPK with the Worgen. He's going in, trying to do as much damage as he can. Yamato taking quite a bit, but here comes Dikaza from the back lines here with the Chen. Will he go in? Will he try to push someone back? FZFZ, he's still there. Saphira now going in instead for the Dragon Shire, and the blue team, because they're in full retreat mode, they need to get to that middle lane and try to take control of it. But Abathur, he's going to be able to TP to the top and take down the top one as well. So that's going to prevent the red team from getting the Dragon Shire yet again.
Yep, that was a good move by Apter, delaying their time by another 20-30 seconds or so. As Chen is making his way up to the top lane now, getting slowed down by more cancer mines. If they get the dragon right here, it could spell disaster for the blue team. Of course, the red team already has the heroics as well, so they cannot afford Black Sheep 5 to having this dragon.
Yep. So middle lane, Yamato is casting away at it. He will be able to get that. Comes the Chen though. Finally, the Haka gonna burrow into the ground yet again. Stay alive for much longer. FZFZ gonna get taken down. Deadly Fat Man with the Abathur going to clone up the Greymane, but he just gets kicked right back to the base. It's like, hey, you know what? Get out of here. So he gets pushed back, and that clone is going to do absolutely nothing. Yamato now pushing out with the rest of the team onto this outer towers. This is basically almost GG here. Phoenix going to be used as well. Will the blue side be able to successfully defend this without the Haka in the front lines? In goes the Dikaza jumping in with the Chen, and he's just going to drink right back up yet again. Yamato knocking down this keep, and it should fall here. I think they're just going to go objective gaming yet again. I think they're going to go straight for that core. They still have 30 seconds left on it, but it does look like they actually want to back off here. I definitely disagree with this choice of plays. They definitely want to go in here with the Haka still down for 20 seconds and with the Dragon still available for himself. Arcane Arm narrowly going to miss out there. It does look like they just want to rotate towards the bottom and pick up this bottom inner keep. Exis goes in, tries to maybe set something up, but Yamato just chipping away at it. 14 seconds left. He should be fine. Disintegrate going to be used, but absolutely nothing there. Again, you know, this Ender, I'm not too sure why he's using his Disintegrate on those tanks. 5 seconds left on the Dragon. He is going to spawn right back out. Yamato on the Zoo, going to come back right back out. And in goes because just like that, they turn things around. Wall going to be used. MNGPK going to be able to... Gonna be thrown out. Exist dropping really low, but Rega, ancestral healing not used just yet, but finally he is gonna fall. The Haka burrows into the ground. Deadly Fat Man gonna use his clone onto the MNGPK yet again, but that's gonna be all. MNGPK dropping low as well. Phoenix barely missing out of him, dropping down to the last hit, but it is gonna be disaster for them as they probably are gonna lose Endao as well. Shield gonna be popped up on him, but they are chasing him down. They need to take him off, and down he goes. 3 heroes down for the blue side, and it does look like this is going to be GG. Again, they go straight for the core here. Saphira, Dikaza, Yamato, and Kinky just chipping away at it. MNGPA coming in from the side. Stun is going to be used on him. He's just trying to delay the inevitable here. He's going to get rooted and get taken down. Abathur is still in the middle. He's just going to TP away somewhere, I guess. I don't know what he's trying to do, but he's not going to be able to do anything at all. And this is going to be GG. Nothing that the blue side can do about it. And congratulations, Black Sheep 5, from taking game number 1. They are one game away from the 9,000 ringgit and first seed qualifying slot.
Yep, so Sabun tried some interesting drafts, but in the end didn't work out too well for them. We have to give props to Black Sheep 5 though. They played it really well. They saw the opportunity to go in and executed it perfectly.
Yep, they did a really good job beating out Sabun Gaming, taking it 1-0 in this first set of best of 3 games. If they win the next game, they ultimately take it all, and that's it from us for today, of course. But we'll see, will Sabun Gaming actually be able to come back into this? Will they be able to push this to a game deciding number 3, and then having to win that one again to push it to a game deciding number 1? This is not looking too good for them, but they can definitely do it. If you're just tuning in, this is the Heroes Global Summer Circuit. This is the Malaysian Finals. This is the very finals of this finals as well. These 2 teams will be representing Malaysia in the C Regionals happening in 2 weeks' time. But right now, they're fighting for prize money as well as seeding in the C Regionals. So this was Arctic Shadow, and joining me is Bex. We're going to go for a really short break while we get ready the second draft of the second game. So make sure you guys do stay tuned because we will be right back. Diablo dropping, Murati going to fall as well, Material and Sylvana is going to fall alongside in the red team. This is now right now a 2-for-2 trade, but Dikaza once more, he goes in, tries to pick off Exist, will not be able to do so. Diablo falling pretty early on, will be able to